अंबितमे नदीतमे देवितमे सरस्वती अप्रशस्ता इवस्मसि prasastim ambaraskriti. Indus Script deciphered as the metal roots Samparka Bhasha rebus motifs. Evidence for a metallurgical accounting system and Meluha artisan guilds that powered the Bronze Age. Resources used are 5 photographic volumes with total inscriptions of 9,412. The 6th volume is coming out soon. Srinvasan Kalyanaraman's August 2025 work, Indus Script as karaṇam, trade accounting system, unlocking the ledger of ancient India's economic might. IGNCA Bharata Vidya Prayojana has set up a database of over 1,000 deciphered Indus Script inscriptions. URLs for updated 6,000 plus monographs with reference to 3 published volumes of decipherments in Epigraphia Indus Script. The URLs are given here. The third URL is important. It is an Indian lexicon, comparative dictionary of 25 ancient Bharatiya languages, organized in 8,000 semantic clusters describing the flora and fauna in various language terms and economic court of those times. The summary of the presentation is: Indus Script is not a literary script but something far more specialized, rendered on tiny seals with artistry. It is an accounting system, wealth ledgers and trade journals. Ledger of ancient India's economic might. Deciphering the Indus Script, 4 core hypotheses and workshop tracking. Premise for hypothesis: Indus Script is not a literary script but something far more specialized. Karanashale, Office of Writers, identified as House 1, HR area, Mohenjo-daro, shown in the picture below. Hypothesis 1, function. The script is a karaṇam, a pictographic accounting system for documenting trade. Hypothesis 2, language. The language is Meluha, the technical guild speech, Desi Bhasha, of the metallurgists and merchants who drove the economy. Hypothesis 3, metal sources. K3 mine complex of India was the largest source of copper during the Bronze Age. Tin from Mekong Delta's largest tin belt of the globe was sealed and transported by Meluha merchants along the Indian Ocean rim and the riverine waterways of Mekong, Brahmaputra, Ganga Yamuna, Saraswati, Persian Gulf, Tigris Euphrates. Hypothesis 4, economic scale. India as Bronze Age superpower in maritime trade. Accounting system of Indus Script for Ganatantra, People's Republic. 2 seals M1177 and M301 are analyzed with reference to grapheme semantics and wealth account ledgers and journals. M301 shows a remarkable combination of graphics, glyphs, pictographs, which are a combination of a number of animal parts. Kara, hand; Karai, wrist; Karanika, scraper. Rebus is Karani, Karani, Karanika, Karanika, Prime Minister of a state, supercargo of a ship, representative of the ship's owner on board a merchant ship, responsible for overseeing the cargo and its sale. The same word also is mentioned in Kautilya's Arthashastra as Karanika, one who examines or investigates. Amarakosha describes it as examiner. Synonym of this word Karanika is Akshapatalika. Karaṇam. Karaṇam functions as Karanika of Akshapatalika, according to Amarakoshodghatana of Chiraswamin, chapter on politics and administration, law and administration. Akshara Pataladhikrita is the superintendent of records and accounts. The 2 script signs are sign 342 and sign 48 on M301. Sign 342 reads Karanaka, rim of jar, handle. Rebus reading is Karana, account. Sign 48 is Kana, Kana, the spine or backbone. Rebus reading is Kana or Kana, wealth, goods and possessions. The artisan's toolkit in the composite animals as Ganatantra cargo manifests. Reading the hypertext as composite animals as cargo manifests, complex chimeras are not mythological beasts but sophisticated data logs detailing the contents and origin of goods. Example, M300 seal, which again shows the trunk with a scraper or a hand and wrist and other components of graphics, pictographs. Muha, a face. Rebus, muha, quantity of iron produced at one time in a native smelting furnace. Pala, zebu, the horns. Rebus, pala, iron ore, magnetite ore. Iba, elephant, the trunk of an elephant. Rebus, ib, iron, ibo, merchant. Dhatu, scarf. Rebus, dhatu, ore. Pani, a snake, a cobra. Fada, a snake hood. Fada is a metals manufactory. Tanka, tanga, thigh of a bovine, which is highlighted. Rebus, tanka chala, tanka chalai, mint, place money is coined. Kul, kola, tiger, the hind legs are of that of a feline. Rebus, coal, working in iron, coal here smelter, thus iron smelter. The body is that of a bull, Dhangara bull, Dhangar, Rebus, blacksmith, Thakur, blacksmith, Maithili. 9. Kantala, double sack on the shoulder of the animal. Rebus, Kantala, maritime trade. Konda is a young bull, a bull calf. Rebus, Konda, circular hamlet of village, of guild. 11. Kara, hand, as we have seen. Kara, wrist. Karani, Karanika, a minister of state or supercargo of a ship. Animal graphemes of Indus Script corpora are guild wealth journals. Indus Script cipher is Meluha visual language rendering rebus wealth accounting ledgers of Patale guild of artificers. I submit that the artificer guild is signified by Patar feeding trough. Rebus readings Patarai, Patadi annual workshop, Patika, Patada workshop, and so on. Vartaka can be a variant of Patar, merchants. Kollan Patrai, blacksmith's workshop. Patadai, Fada, factory. Components of the famous Pasupasi seal M304 are presented. They signify merchant, iron smelter, wheelwright, smithy, metalware, cargo, copper, pure gold, metal castings, gem settings in fine gold. All of them red rebus in Meluha. For example, the elephant. Kariba is a trunk of an elephant. Karba is iron. Iba is elephant. Ib is iron. Ibbo is merchant. Rhinoceros, Kanda. Rebus, Kanda, implements. Wild buffalo, Arana. Rebus, Arana, smithy. Leaping tiger. Kola, tiger. Kol, working in iron. Kundo, kol. Tiger, jumping. Leap, jump. Kudi. Rebus, kuti, iron smelter. Sign 1, med body, med iron, med copper in Slavic languages. Karanaka, spread legs. Karani, supercargo, merchant responsible for the cargo entrusted to him for shipment. Meadow is a merchant, Gujarati. Another reading of this sign 1 is Kati, body stature. Rebus reading is Kati, merchant, member of a caste of wheelwrights. On the platform has some pictorials, the herrick or haystack and 2 antelopes or goats. Kuntam is a haystack or Airi is also a herrick. The rebus readings are Air, Airam, iron ore, Kundana, pure gold, Kundanam, fine gold, sitting in a precious stone. Then 2 of them represent Dula 2, Dul metal casting. Let us look at the graphemes of the test script. Messages from supercargo. Inscription M304 Mohidadaro is a comprehensive metalwork catalog of mint documenting, showing the responsibility assigned to different functionaries. Sign 1 on line 2 is mend body, rebus mend iron. Sign 3 has a notch inserted between the spread legs, mend body, mend iron, Karnaka dual, the spread legs, Karnika helmsman, Karani scribe or account. The notch is Kanda, rebus Kanda implements. Sign 216 Kotil tongs, rebus is Kutil, Kutila, Katil, bronze, 8 parts copper and 2 parts tin. Sign 229 is another type of tongs, Korodu tongs. The rebus reading is Korodu, log, timber, anvil of a blacksmith. In a remarkable parallel, a Neo-Assyrian agate cylinder seal of 8th to 7th century before Common Era shows a comparable narrative with a three-faced person seated and with a spoked wheel on his chest, signifying sun's rays. The reference seems to be to Rigveda 10th Mandala 8th Sukta, referring to Trishirastvastra, a three-headed Vishwakarma, associated with the legend of the sun's disk. The horns worn by the seated Ho Yogi on M304 has a Kunda cluster, rebus Agni Kunda, fire pit, Kundi crooked buffalo horns, rebus Kundiya, village headman, leader of a village, and Tatar buffalo horn, rebus Tatar smelter, brass worker. Thus he seems to signify a leader of brass workers. Is it a Rosetta Stone from Indus Script? We do not know. But definitely it shows Trisiras is Twastra. The details of the Twastra are documented in the literature of ancient texts of Bharat related to sun worship and relation to the sun. Continuing the text script, we see the sign 342 inlaid with two short strokes. Sal is a spike or a splinter. Rebus reading is Sal workshop. Workshop of writers, Karanika, Karna. Then next, there are two signs, 342 followed by a fish with fins. Aya fish, rebus Ayas iron, Gujarati, Ayas metal Rigveda, plus Kambata fins, rebus Kamata mint coiner. Then Karnaka, rim of a jar, Karna supercargo or Karnaka accounting scribe. How is the decipherment done on the Twastra seal? Symbols are used as phonetic puzzles pointing to a shared vocabulary of ancient Indian craft and industry. For example, H176 shows a tiger and other graphemes which are read related to metal casting and accounting. Bata, rimless pot, Bata iron, Bata furnace. A hair, Kara hair, rebus car blacksmith. Similarly, on the Tel Asmar cylinder seal, the crocodile is read as Karu, crocodile, Karuvu, an artisan, artificer. Elephant, Iba, rebus Ibo, merchant. Kanda, rhinoceros, Kanda, equipment. The formation of sign 184 pictograph is explained based on 26 inscriptions which signify Karakola, miscellaneous iron articles, wild onager or wild ass is ligated with a small tail with 3 prongs. Each is a graphic component which has got to be read as Kara is wild ass, Karakola, Koli is a tail, Karakoli, miscellaneous iron articles. So this is how the syntactical reading is achieved by pictographic presentation of sign 184. Now we can see the application of the rebus principle, which is a pictograph of an object used to represent sound of the word for that object. Sound in turn stands for a different word, a homophone related to metallurgy or trade. Here is the rim list. Sign 342, rim of a jar, karaṇam, accounting system. Goat, ram, medakam, med, rebus, melaku, copper, mlecha, copper, indicating copper guilds. Liquid measure, ranku, ranku, tin, swastika, sattva, zinc, and so on. M295 is an extraordinary composition, a shape of thought. Three tigers are joined together. Such an interlocking of bodies is called chali in the Indian epigraphical glossary. Rebus reading is Shalika, village of artisans, or Sal, workshop. And there are also text signs which can also be explained in detail with reference to the text script of Kanach corner, Kanchu bell metal, Sal splinter, Sal workshop. Then rim of a jar, Karana trade and account, med body, med iron, spread legs, Karnika, Kanahar, helmsman or fisherman. The same pattern of rebus readings in Meluha can be done for the famous Gadseel 12, which shows a water carrier, and also Seal M1405. It's an international bill of lading of showing cast iron smelter goods, Gadseel 12 from Ur. The sign is water carrier. Kuti is a water carrier. Kuti means a smelter. Same type of reading can be done for M1405. The two sides of the tablet M1405 are read as Smithy Forge Smelter Factory Products Trade Ledger. Bharata Alloy Smithy, Smelter of Goldsmith Guild, Barter Trade Account of Smelter Factory. Sign 12 is Kuti, water carrier. Kuti is a smelter factory. Plus sign 342 is Karana. Karana is trade. So factory trade, smelter trade. Most frequently used field symbols are that of a unicorn and a standard device. Unicorn is a young bull, Kodia. Young bull, Kotia is a dhow, a seafaring trade vessel. Similarly, the standard device has got two parts. Sangada, a body formed of two or more parts. Part 1 is a lathe. Part 1 is a lathe, Kunda. Kundana is fine gold. Part 2 is a churning vessel, Kantal, maritime. Kantala is churning vessel. Then body of parts, two parts joined together becomes rebus, Jangadio in Gujarati or Sangadam in Malayalam. It also yields the word Jangad, an invoicing system on approval basis. And the parts of the young bull are detailed. They are also analyzed rebus with reference to each graphemic component of the young animal, young bull. H182 inscription is remarkable. It has an incredible combination of both text script and pictorial representations. A drummer together with a tiger, and 5 swastikas alternating, and each handle of a swastika inlaid with a notch. Every one of these components can be read. For example, the drummer is Mandari. Mandari is a blast furnace. Tiger, as we have seen, is Kul. Kula, headman of a guild. Each of the signs can also be read. Dholavira Meluha signboard with 10 signs is a remarkable example of a composition made using the commonly used symbols or graphemes of the civilization, like the dato claws or pincers of a crab, dhatu minerals, in duplicated dhula pair, dhul metal casting, then spoked wheel sarka potter's wheel, rebus is arka copper gold, thus minerals copper gold metal casting. So the work indicated by the proclamation of the Dholavira signboard is guild work, metal casting of mineral, copper gold, furnace produce, bell metal equipment. A possible Rosetta Stone of Bronze Age trade are the Haifa ingots, tin ingots that are found in a shipwreck at Haifa in Israel. The human face is shown on the Indus Script chimeras or composite animals. Similar face is shown on a tin ingot together with two other signs. Muha face, Muha furnace produce. What furnace produce? Ranku, liquid measure, Ranku tin, Dhatu, cross is X, Dhatu mineral, tin mineral furnace produce. An artifact of breathtaking splendor comes from Poland, Wetersfeld. It bears Indus style rebus glyphs, fish eye, kana drop, kana goods of metal casting, merchant, aya fish, ayas alloy metal. Every one of the components can be read in the context of the Indus Script decipherment. Indus Script tradition of rebus readings. For example, Medda ram. Rebus is med, helper of a merchant. So 2 ram heads are shown attached to the fin tail of the fish. Detailed graphemes of the Petersfield electrum plaque can be read further. For the fish eye, or the panther catching a boar, or lion catching a tiger, or tail fin of 2 rams, or scales of fish. Aisa, scales of fish, rebus, ayasa, made of metal. In summary, we can document an ancient maritime trade showing ancient India's economic might, with a network of trading partners extending from Mekong Delta to Anatolia. Angus Madison for OECD prepared a chart which showed that India accounted for 33% of world GDP in one common era. So 2000 years earlier than this date, there was a lot of work that was going on in Bronze Age trade, the trade accounting system, which is now available in 9,412 Indus Script inscriptions, which will increase to more than 10,000 after the 6th volume comes out. So we have got a documentation available of the earliest manuscripts of the world. Our Prime Minister made a statement during the inauguration of the manuscript mission that the manuscripts are the chapters in the Atma of Bharatam, of the nation. So we now have the Mahatma of Bharatam in 9,412 inscriptions of the Indus Script, which have been analyzed as metalwork, wealth ledgers and trade journals, creating the wealth of the nation. Namaste, as shown on this toy from Harappa. Dhanyavad.